Hello, everybody. Good evening. This is Dr. Rao. Today happened to be a festival in India, and my wife and my kid are celebrating it. Um, I had um, some insights into why festivals were um, started and what are we doing with it. Are we making them mechanical, and or are we going just religious without any transformation within? You know, uh, so I kind of watch amusingly as people celebrate the festivals. It's not that they should not. I just was asking why do we do them? What is the purpose? Is it just entertainment? I was always watching every culture that I'm in. I was all over the world anyway. So some of the festivals are spectacular. The events, the religious celebrations, and all that. They're really fascinating, entertaining, and you can enjoy the crowd and the camaraderie and all that. That's all there. But as went into the ancient uh, literature, ancient wisdom in so many ways, the poems, the writings, the sculptures, the art, you name it, right? Whatever you take it. There's a lot they said about uh, religious life leading to spiritual transformation within, and having spiritual life without having any of the festivals, but just to employ our mind to understand the significance of uh, all these festivals and their narration and all that. So I was going to share what I feel about them. You can participate them, you can enjoy them. That's not the part I'm talking about. I'm talking about how many times do we stop at the festival time and see how did it come about? What does it mean? Do I have that meaning in my life? Does this allow me to enlighten a little bit more, in the sense of my confusion, my darkness, my ignorance is kind of dissipated, and then my life later on is much more um, filled with light, with understanding, with clarity. That's what I wanted to say about, because I was also born into a family in India that they actually at the time they kind of gave a lot of importance to each festival, and there were so many festivals in the year in India anyway. So almost every month a festival is there, but the main ones are one was about this elephant god. So if you worship him, all the obstacles in your life will go away. So that's what they said, and I kind of a kid, I don't know, so I was kind of taken to that, and then there was this ritual there where they to make this uh, statue out of mud, the seal, and then they bring that, and then they bring all sorts of leaves from the garden, and then put it there, and uh, so because he's supposed to be elephant god, he likes the leaves, that's why he put them there. And then you have special uh, eatables. All the goodies are prepared for the each festival, and they were also there. So the main foods are not just the main foods, but then there is a menu for each festival. Like you give turkey on the Thanksgiving, like that, right? So that bit we enjoyed quite a bit, so we didn't know what else it was. And later on, as I ventured into ancient wisdom, I came to understand he has so many spiritual features. Every elephant has so many spiritual features in the face. And so understanding those and then implementing them will um, really stop a lot of obstacles that will be made by yourself. Like they said, the elephant has this set eyes, narrow eyes, and they said if you are okay, far reach ideas, look into the far into your life and make decisions, you'll make a wise decisions compared to so those narrow eyes represent that. And then you have the flappy ears, big ears of the elephant. That means you have to listen first. And then when you have this trunk, the trunk is supposed to be representative of the flexibility. So on, so on, so. So many features of them you understand and you learn and you see whether you have them in your life, are you following them or not. And then you say, okay, I'm going to imbibe those qualities, those characters, those natures, whatever that you can learn, and then imbibe them, and then improve your life, right? So uh, that kind of lesson was there, provided if you look for it. The people wrote about it, you know. And if you take the grandest, oldest literatures and all that, they are called Vedas in India, right? Of the Vedas, first part is all ritualistic, this performing of festivals and yagas and all that. But then later part is the um, thinking part. Later part is the lessons part. Later part is the insights into the wisdom. You know, and for that they didn't say the divinity is outside of you and you have to worship that. They didn't say that you don't have any mind or intellect or intelligence not to think about these things. So looking life as it is and learning a lot of things from your own calm mind with intelligence that has insights into the life situation as they present, that will itself will give you intelligence. So that part of it is called gnana, right? Knowledge based. Okay, so ritual based, that is representative of some principles, you can learn from that too. But then people get caught up only in the performance of the rituals and nothing else, right? So the look into the festival, look in, understand why that is so, and understand what is it that is this representing. There was a movie I just saw it again. This called Mystic India. You know, in the Mystic India first part, you will see first 5 minutes or so. There are very fantastic, spectacular festivals and the celebrations. They're all shown. You know, and that's really entertaining and very awe-inspiring. That is there. But then later on they say, but this is not the real India. But if you really want to go into the real India and what is they learned about the inner self of any human being, and you got to go and see how some noble souls dedicated their life about this meditation, meditative awareness, and insights that happen to them about life and human beings and the world, that are more important, and they will help you to be strong both inside and outside, so that you can develop that spiritual strength, develop the physical strength, develop the mental strength by understanding that culture. And then he goes into that one particular character goes through the life and becomes a real icon which they worship even now. You know, there are so many temples on his name and all that, but he himself goes out of house and then takes off from there and just jumps into the river and just swept away by the river wherever it goes and this stuff. But he has so much faith in himself, in his God, and all that he doesn't care about that he will go to kill or anything. And yeah, the same thing with the wild animals also. And he happens to go to a village, and that village head comes and says, "Don't stay in this under this tree because the tiger comes in the night and hunts for the animals and all that." But he says, "You will to say there is no death in your inside your house and that kind of." But then he remains there, and then through the net, all these people are watching from behind, and when they watch him, this wild animal comes, loses wildness in this kid's presence, and then it goes away by itself. So that is the power that you can develop from within. That is there. Grasp that, understand that, through the festivals, then the festivals can be fun, but also more knowledgeable and enlightening. You know, so that's what I wanted to say to you. Otherwise, what is happening is people are forgetting that they got to change within. The inner transformation is what is the aim of the religiosity or the spiritual. Otherwise, people are talking about all sorts of spirituality and then going and killing young kids and adults and all that. What's happening? We are seeing the rewards that are going on right now. So it's not just being really wedded to the teaching without implementing them. It is about reminding us that these teachings are uh, to be implemented and to be enhanced and to bring not only the peace but the strength within and strength without also. So that's the spirituality mean to me, not the rituals only, but what is the meaning behind the rituals, and am I living those meanings in my life? That's the main thing. Okay, and once I have those questions, they made a lot more sense, and you can celebrate. For example, this festival is coming. It's called Diwali. That means Festival of Lights. You must have heard of that. That means light to dispel our ignorance. Knowledge as light, dispel our ignorance. That is what is supposed to represent. There's a demon who is a bad guy, who is ignorant guy, and who is kind of um, removed by the enlightened man, and that is the representative of that festival. But the essential meaning behind it is dispel your ignorance of darkness by having the knowledge as a light. So go for the knowledge, understand the festival, and then celebrate it. And don't make it as a separative thing between the people. But you can celebrate everybody's festivals, whoever has whatever, and just understanding the festival would be good enough. And also have fun. What's the problem? When the festival lights, we all have fun. We eat sweets, and we kind of go to the gathering where all the people are there, and we also light up all these uh, fireworks, and then enjoy the fireworks with everybody. So the community, the camaraderie, the festiveness, not fighting with each other, but not blaming each other, but just having good company together and enjoying it, enjoying the goodies of life. That's no problem. But always see whether you are enlightening yourself with the knowledge that the ancient wisdom provides, not just celebrating them as a routine holiday and then sitting down and continuing the same old modern life like Thanksgiving. They just watch the football games where two people are really hurting each other, and they call it play. And also, most of the egos are boosted up, and the person who is watching is not having any exercise, but he is allowing his mind to go all over, and he grasps for the simple pleasures happens at the time, but then later on he doesn't have anything meaning out of that. Okay, so understand that, and then celebrate like that. Okay, so I hope it made some sense, and that's where I'm going to stop today, and I'll come back to you tomorrow again with another topic. Thank you.